Hey, Leo, how are you guys doing? Welcome to Enchanted Cottage. We are going to do a reading for you today. If you have Leo as your sun, moon, rising, or Venus placement. And what we are going to do is read about a past person, okay? So, of course, Leo, if you've not subscribed, I invite you to do so, okay? Would love to have you be a part of my soul fam that way. And also, if you would like to book a personal reading, well, it's easy to do. You can definitely do that one and only one way, and that is by following the directions in my most recent description box, Leo gang. Okay, and of course, y'all, the likes and the comments, I truly, truly appreciate. Now, even if you have subscribed, just periodically double check your notifications, your notification bell. Make sure, because those do get recalibrated here on YouTube, and you want to make sure that you know when I go live or upload. So keep all of that in mind, Leo gang. All right, so here's what we're going to do, Leo. We're going to be talking again about the past person. We're going to get back to the point in time where this thing went by the wayside. What was your person thinking, saying, feeling, acting, emotions towards you, thoughts about this dynamic, and that sort of thing. At the point in time when this thing went by the wayside, what were their thoughts and feelings towards the Leo gang? Well, let's find out, Leo gang. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's take a look. Wow. Leo? Okay, Leo. This is weird. You know, here's what I think. Leo, I don't think that this was anything personal. I'll just be honest. Now, let's talk about it. From the jump, what I have is two cards that speak to, for the majority of them, they really, really wanted to be footloose and fancy free. Okay? Quite honestly. Now, let's talk about this thing further. All right? They knew that you guys had had some success. They knew that. They did. Now, whether they acknowledged it or not is another matter. But I believe what happened was, and I'm going to tell you, I wish you could see what I see. I'm going to try to hold these cards up, and just like they came out in the very middle of this reading. It came out like this. This is the King and Queen of Swords, and the Devil came out between them, okay? Now, I don't have third-party energy, but, you know, the King and Queen of Swords oftentimes is divine counterparts. It can speak to something going cold because something came between you. So some of you were dealing with something that caused a great divide. I never get this in readings, Leo, but I swear this to me is just crystal clear, okay? And that's exactly how it came out. And let me just tell you more to the story. I'm going to put these down just like they came out, because many times that's important as we, you know, continue to kind of channel messages to you. But okay, hear me out. Some of you, like I said, I think this person said, I want to be single. But some of you, there was really something you were being juggled, okay? And this person was just really not choosing, but kind of juggling you with someone else. So that's what I think. That's what I think. Interestingly, they had high regard for you. Now, I don't have emotion here. I don't really, unless you want to count the Nine of Cups. Sometimes that can speak to emotion and wish fulfilled, but oftentimes that's a statement of, I would find my happiness on my own being single. And it's sitting right next to the Nine of Pentacles, which is also a card of being single and being fine. So I kind of think that there was some deception here relative to this Devil card, that something came between you and this person didn't tell you or tried to hide it. I don't know if they were successful at hiding it or not. But, you know, it's kind of interesting because I think, you know, that's exactly what I see. I mean, to me, this is just clear as a bell. The first thing I thought when I saw the King and Queen of Swords sitting there, even before I realized the Devil was between them, was this has grown cold. And then I saw that and I'm like, because the devil is in between them. And I don't, I don't mean to call somebody a devil. I don't mean that, but I mean, take what resonates, okay? But Leo, when I see that sitting between the king and queen here, and then I see this, not really making a choice between two people, right here and right here, then I have to say, I think you were told one thing, or they tried to make you think that that was it. And either I don't know if you called them out on it or not, Leo. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't. Or maybe intuitively you just felt it. I think you probably intuitively felt it if you didn't just flat out know it. I think deep down you kind of knew that there was more to what you were being told. That's what I have. That's what I have. And you may have said it, I don't know. You may have told them. But anyway, okay, Leo, hear me out. I'm going to give you the zodiac signs. We're going to go forward in this reading, and we're going to find out their feelings now, but let me give you the zodiac signs first. I have Earth, Water, Air, and Fire, and Capricorn. So, again, it could be any zodiac sign because we have pulled all of them, Leo. Now, here's what I want to do, Leo gang. I want to do this, Leo. I want to look at the time you're watching this reading. At the point in time you're watching this reading, what are their thoughts and feelings about this connection with you now? Do they miss you? Do they have emotion? Do they have regret? Are they feeling like things are better now, or do they miss you? Let's see what we can get from the divine about this dynamic, Leo. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, Leo gang. Let's take a look. Ooh, they're up in their head. Really defensive about this. Why are they so defensive? Why are they so defensive about this thing, Leo? Why are they so guarded? They're very overburdened, too. Very overburdened. Very overburdened. They're still up in their head. And they feel like this was an impulsive decision, I'll tell you that. They feel like it was an impulsive decision, however, or they may, I think several cards are telling me they're up in their head about making a decision between you and another person. These two, okay? And this one tells me they're very defensive, defensive and combative, and very overburdened. They're overburdened because of this right here and this right here, and not using their noggin and their intuition, right? And I think they're acting really, really cold. I got that in the first part of the reading, Leo. And I think they're telling you that this cycle is complete, okay? But I don't really see it. I think they're very overburdened, point blank, period. And they're up in their head and combative. And the reason they're so defensive, I'll tell you why they're so defensive. I know. They're defensive because they're saying, they're acting real cold, and they're saying that this thing is over, but quite honestly, they've not released it yet, and they still hold you in high regard, and they know that this was an impulsive decision and not one da-da-da-da-da. And you know what? When the Emperor comes out with these other cards, this person's got a little bit of ass-hattery going on here too. And you know how I feel about that? It's not complete. I don't think you're dealing with a narcissist, but I think you're dealing with somebody who is acting one way or saying one thing and really up in their head. And they're acting like they're not worried about this thing. Oh yeah, I'm vibing, I'm happy. They're not. They're not. They're not. They're in a real tough cycle. I think they're close to being at the end of a cycle. They may reach out. We're going to read for that thing with that 10 of Wands there, possibly. Or they may be ready to actually release it. That may be what's going on here. I don't know. But they've not released it at this point, the point that you and I are having this conversation, Leo. We have a crap ton of air again. We have fire and earth and Aries. Okay, so Leo, let's do this. Are they going to, you know what's interesting in my other deck? Look what's sitting here on the top. That's the Leo card, the Strength card. I just thought I'd point that out. All right, so Leo, might they reach out to you going forward? Will they reach out? Will they work on themselves, kind of come to their senses as far as not being so up in their head and just, you know, refusing to see really many times with that Eight of Swords that we pulled, Leo. My cards are going nuts. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to reshuffle these things and trust the divine to give us the answers that we need, Leo. Let's take a look. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Will this person that we've been reading about, will they reach out? Will they get out of their head and reach out, Leo gang? Let's take a look. Will they reach out? Let's take a look, Leo. No. No. But I'll tell you what they're doing. This is the card of, you know, standing solid in their thoughts, putting the third party in the past. The card of hope and healing and hope that this thing would work out. We're gonna delve into this thing further, but the card of waiting, divine timing, outcomes not being set in stone, needing to make a judgment call. But the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Pages are messengers when they're in the upright, and this is sitting tight. The Strength card is a card of not having movement. It's the Leo card too. It's them seeing you standing in your power. They think you're all that in a bag of chips. Think reaching out. All right. So I think this thing with the third party, for those of you that was the situation, is going by the wayside. I think they're going to try to heal from this too, which is okay. We both need to heal regardless, because we don't want to have another debacle if we come back together or if we move on to different people, right? But okay, we've pulled, of course, as I said, the Leo card. We have Earth, Sagittarius, and Air. All right, so Leo, what if you reach out? Since it looks like they're not going to. What if you reach out, Leo gang? Let's take a look. What if you reach out, Leo? How would that be met if you were to reach out? Certainly energies can change. You know, timing is certainly everything, Leo. It is everything. Let's take a look at what would happen if you were to reach out, Leo. See what's up. Let's take a look. This is a strong soul connection, Leo. Damn. Okay, well, interesting. Interesting. I'll tell you what came out. We have the Page of Cups. This is a card of a flirt, a reach out. Pages are messengers. This is the one of emotion and love. And marriage card and marriage card. A card of celebrations. And the Four of Wands, the 1111 card. This is why I said this is a strong, intense connection. Card of celebrations. This thing is slated to last. I don't know why this person is holding back. Maybe you scare the poo-poo out of them, Leo. I don't know. This is all kind of water and fire here. So there you have it. What's the probable outcome on this thing? Probable outcome on this thing with the Leo gang. Probable outcome. What can we expect of this dynamic? Will there be a successful reconciliation between Leo and this person? Will there be a successful reconciliation? Yes. First you have the card of being single. Then you have the card of, and this is the Queen of Wands, which is fire energy. The card of working on themselves basically and vibing and doing well and happy. And then you have divine guidance, and this is a marriage card too. Point blank period. It's pretty clear cut. This came out first, then this, then this. You work on you start to grow, you find happiness, and then boom, there you are. And you have Taurus, and you have fire and earth in this. I can't make this up, Leo. This is very clear cut in this whole reading. Let's see what the romance oracles have to say to you, Leo. Romance oracles, tell me what you can tell me for the Leo gang. Well, this came out about like 8 cards, so that couldn't be. We'll get some good readings for you. Love yourself first, Leo, always, right? There you go. And then, you know, just spend some time doing heart to heart. That's very, very important. And I said this all along. This is a strong soulmate, soul type connection. So just keep all of that in mind, Leo gang. Thank you so much for watching, Leo. Many, many blessings.